Hello there, welcome to Saberduel Gaming, where we always take the high ground. And today, welcome to WWE2K25 and Saberduel Wrestling, Episode 3. We are well underway in our new series. Once a week, I am taking WWE2K25, and I'm basically making my own wrestling channel. And we're currently in the build-up to our first ever Money in the Bank. Welcome to the Saberduel Wrestling Arena, my own custom-made arena. And one of the first women's matches we had was between Jade Cargill and Becky Lynch. Jade Cargill lost that match, and then Becky Lynch last week had an opportunity to enter the Money in the Bank and lost to Bayley. These two women are going head-to-head one more time, with the opportunity to finally get back to winning ways, something that both of them will want to do. I am playing as Jade Cargill, as I did last time. Last time I lost. Well, the same thing happened tonight. We have also got two huge matches that are going to be Money in the Bank qualifiers. We've got Trish Stratus versus Lita, an absolutely iconic rivalry. And in our main event, Bret the Hitman Hart versus The Undertaker. Flashback to their outstanding SummerSlam match back in, I believe, 1997. Catchline being Heart and Soul. And of course, we will also have Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor, that is, versus Rey Mysterio. So, 4 great matches, and later on today, we will announce the 4 wrestlers that the Gaming Lord 04 has picked for his team to represent his channel in the big rivalry, the big friendly rivalry, friendly banter all the way, by the way, between himself and Razza is Retro. Last week we announced Razza's picks, his 4 wrestlers. Today we will announce the Gaming Lord 04's, so keep an eye out for that. But first of all, it is all about this fight, this match between these two iconic wrestlers. As we say, Becky Lynch was voted for by you guys to be one of the 2 people to go head-to-head for a Money in the Bank opportunity, the other being Bayley. Bayley won that match, and Bayley is the first woman in. She'll either be joined today by Lita or Trish Stratus. Either way, and it's going to be a big counter. A big match. Nice takedown. Oh, rakes the chain. Oh, arch in the back with that chin lock. Chain wrestling at its finest here. Elbow. Now, Becky Lynch looking to counter with a jawbreaker. I do not like the chain wrestling, by the way. A lot of people are big fans of it. For me, it's just annoying. It's just in the way. I'm not actually trying to do this. It just seems to keep coming. It just keeps happening at the start of certain matches. Let's go with a cheap shot. Boom. Now let's get into the actual fighting. Oh! Becky Lynch moves out the way. Oh, man, we're back to this crap again. Slams down. Oh, big meat hook clothesline. Now it is time to actually... Oh, Becky Lynch again with the counter. Becky Lynch has already beat me once. I have put the difficulty onto a harder difficulty level, by the way, to try and make these matches a little bit more competitive. Very often in my GM modes and other game modes, I was winning quite quickly. Or at least, not if not quickly, quite decisively. By putting it on a harder difficulty, we have made it so it is genuine. I can, no matter what I may intend to do, This is a anything can happen situation on Saberduel Wrestling. Just because I am playing as a wrestler does not mean I am going to be that winner. Becky Lynch goes into the steel. The guardrail in this arena, as you can see, is just solid steel guardrail with just a piece of material over the top to make it look cool. Got our own custom arena. The colour scale, even the design of the floor, designed very much to match the Saberduel Wrestling logo. All part of the aesthetic. Oh, big right. Whip. Oh, it's absolutely powers her over the top. Becky Lynch climbing back into the ring now. Oh, big chops. Oh, what a suplex that was by Becky Lynch. Powering over the much larger Jade Cargill. He was usually the one we would expect to be doing the power moves. Big chop. Another one. This time Becky Lynch counters or evades. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And it's a shoulder breaker. Becky Lynch has Jade Cargill's number, it seems. Or has my number, at least. I did play as Bayley last time when I got the win, although even then it was a tight call. So, Becky Lynch does seem to be one of the more challenging opponents for me. Takes me to the rope. Down, and Becky Lynch with a big vicious stomp. Now going for the pin. To kick out again. And she looks a little bit surprised. Probably shouldn't be, if I'm honest. All things considered. Oh. Oh, big right hand and another boot. Big uppercut. Jade Cargill now has some authority in this match, although I could go for my finisher, but it just feels like that would be a little bit premature. I don't think at this point even Jade Cargill's very powerful finisher would be enough to put Becky Lynch away. Maybe if we can hit a high-octane top turnbuckle suplex or slam of some kind, going all the way up. Becky Lynch in a dubious situation. That might just set things up. Jade Cargill now picks up, turns, showing her to the crowd. Are you not entertained? Slams down. I think she's busted open. I think the screen flashed red there. 1, 2, it's a kick out. Becky Lynch is still not done. Jade Cargill may hit a bit of a pose here, but this might be a mistake. Oh, it's a big, powerful shoulder charge. Jade Cargill must be concerned. Becky Lynch just does not seem to want to go. Oh! Big sit-out powerbomb. Was similar to a last ride initially. Oh! Chop back. Oh, it's another chop. This duo developing something of a vicious rivalry now. Big clothesline. Picks her up again and again and again. This time, surely, Becky Lynch has to be done. Jade Cargill going for it a second time. Drops her down hard. Is not going for the pin, though. Picks her up. Oh, my word. And she gets a submission here. Drops her down. And again picks her. Oh, counter this time. Oh my word, this may turn out to be a mistake. Jade Cargill, I had the opportunity to go for the win, go for the pin, but it was not taken advantage of. Big clothesline all the way to the outside. Jade Cargill goes up top. Oh, misses the elbow, and now Becky Lynch has the chance to capitalize. Neckbreaker on the outside, almost like a reverse DDT. Whoa. Takedown. Oh, counter. These two are currently looking like this could end in a count out, and that wouldn't be really good for either wrestler here. Becky Lynch makes it back into the ring, and at least if she wins by count out, she can say she's beaten Jade Cargill twice, one way or another. Becky Lynch, however, has made a huge mistake posing on the rope. Oh, counter now. Throws Jade Cargill down. Jade Cargill, it's hit by the leg drop. Can Becky Lynch, will that be enough? Kick out. What a rivalry and what a match between these two. Big strike. Big counter. Oh, counters the special this time. Becky Lynch takes her over to the turnbuckle. Drops her face first. Jade Cargill is on Dream Street. Drops her down straight onto her back. Becky Lynch has Jade Cargill's number. Boot. Counters. Takedown. Picks her up. This time. No counter this time. Picks her up. Will Jade Cargill be able to connect? Straight down, face first. Busted and bruised. Referee, 1, 2, 3. And Jade Cargill gets the win in this fantastic match. And that was amazing. A great battle between these two. Absolutely spectacular. Hardly Quinn says, great to be here for that one. Thank you, dude. It is great that you were here for it. An incredible match between those two. Well, that was our first match of the night. We are going to save the Money in the Bank qualifiers for the last two, which means our next match will be between the Demon Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio. Of course, these are two wrestlers that were both in YouTube Mania's Halloween Havoc title match. Rey Mysterio would, in a roundabout way, kind of win that match, but didn't win the title. It's a long story. I don't want to have to try and explain it. But now, oh, that's a cool look. I still need to unlock that. Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor going head to head now. Maybe one of those could still be considered for a future Halloween Havoc title match. What? Oh yeah, thought that was thought I'd gone to the wrong arena then. Well, here we are in Liverpool, England. The Demon Finn Balor, I believe, is this his first appearance on Saberduel Wrestling? Might well be. Trying to remember if he's made an appearance so far. Rey Mysterio was, of course, in the first ever main event against The Fiend Bray Wyatt ladder match to confirm the Halloween Havoc Championship. That's going to be released at some point down the line, by the way. That will be released as a special cut, as a single video on its own. So you will get to see that with special focused director's commentary. By that I mean my commentary. Finn Balor, the Demon. Certainly one of the coolest and quirkiest characters we have. One of the best wrestlers we have. This eerie look of his. One of the things I have considered, certainly contemplating, is at some point down the line putting together something of a team, maybe even a faction, with the Demon Finn Balor, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and maybe one or two others, creating our own sort of Monsterverse, so to speak. Could be something quite special. Could be something that puts Saberduel Wrestling on notice. There he is. The Demon Finn Balor. Sort of a Marvel Carnage inspired look. This was, of course, only one of Finn Balor's different attires. This is the main one we see consistently in WWE. However, on the independent scene, he had multiple different versions of this. Versions that were based around the Tyrant from Resident Evil, both Venom and Carnage. In NXT, he even performed with a Jack the Ripper version of this character, which was pretty awesome. Well, now Finn Balor is awaiting his opponent, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio looking to get the crowd behind him. He is certainly the more colourful, the more child-friendly character. Certainly in this form. His Phantom gimmick was a little bit darker, but oh my word, what's happening here? Rey Mysterio soaking in the atmosphere, and the Demon strikes from behind out of nowhere. The Demon picks up Rey Mysterio with the counter, neckbreaker on the outside. These are two very fast, very athletic wrestlers. This should be an incredible match. Double axe handle. Finn Balor makes his way into the ring. Runs. Oh, Rey Mysterio making his way in too. Sling blade. The match is underway and is now official. Drop kick down low to the knee. Oh. And now another low down dropkick. This time connects with the face of Rey Mysterio, who hasn't even had the chance to take off his LWO shirt yet, as Finn Balor celebrates in the corner, making the not so subtle too sweet reference there. Oh, what a right hand that was! Now planting that stomp down into the gut of Rey Mysterio. And this demon version of Finn Balor clearly showing a dark side that matches the impression that the visual would give. What the heck is he doing here? Oh my word, what a drop kick! The shot that gave. Coup de grace out of nowhere already. Hooks the leg, no way. 1, 2, 3. The Demon Finn Balor has just put away Rey Mysterio in record time. And to call that a dominant display is an understatement. What's he doing now? A huge splash to the outside. And oh my word, steel chair. The Demon beaten down on Rey Mysterio here. Vicious, vicious assault. And picks up Rey Mysterio right here on the outside. Oh my God. Oh! Finn Balor, the Demon, living up to his name. As I think he may have just put Rey Mysterio on the shelf for a very long time. We might have seen a very dark side turn of the Demon Finn Balor. Okay, well, it is time to start seeing who else will be in the Money in the Bank matches. And we are going to start with a match between two all-time iconic women. As Lita goes up against Trish Stratus. These are the two that you voted for. You guys, you people voted for this. The other option available was oh, hello, Muller Arcade in the chat. Says, hello, my friend, super liked. Hits me with those emojis. Love to see it. Thank you very much. It is awesome to have you here. Yeah, the other person available in that vote was Alundra Blaze, also known as Medusa in WCW. One of the most iconic women's wrestlers of the 90s. But she could not make the cut when Lita and Trish Stratus, two of the Attitude Era's greatest wrestlers, not just greatest female wrestlers, but greatest wrestlers and characters, performers, who had iconic feuds throughout the decades. And now we are going to see that feud have one more match, one more play out here on Saberduel Wrestling. I am playing as Lita simply because I think Lita, given her association with the Hardy Boys and Edge as well, given that going into a ladder match, a Money in the Bank ladder match, just feels appropriate. But quite frankly, if this woman, Trish Stratus, if she was the one that made it into that match instead, alongside currently Bayley, that would be just as fitting. We will talk in a little bit about what the next upcoming options are going to be. They're always going to be a vote between three wrestlers, and you pick two of them, and that will describe who goes into the next match. And the winner of that will go into the Money in the Bank matches. Okay, here we go. We are set. Hardly Quinn says, I love Lita. I had a crush. Dude, didn't we all? Did not we all? Lita picks up Trish Stratus here. Whoa. Trish Stratus puts Lita back in the corner. Separating by the referee. Oh, boot. Oh, strikes. Counter. Oh, Hurricane Rana already. Some athleticism from Lita. Goes Trish over the top. Big spear through the ropes. Lita going up high already. Big leg drop. Oh my word. Connects onto the floor all the way from the top turnbuckle. I did not expect. In fact, when I went for that, I kind of expected it was going to be countered. And face first into the table. Remember, these two may have a lot of respect for each other, but they were not sort of the best of friends or anything. They have had a vicious rivalry. Lita picks up Trish Stratus. Irish whip into the corner. Big clothesline. Big drop kick. Trish Stratus is on the ropes. She is in trouble here. Boot. Twist of Fate coming up. Connects with stink to it. That was impactful. Lita going to the top rope here. Going for the moonsault. Is that going to be enough for a quick win? 1, 2, kick out by Trish Stratus. Well, Rey Mysterio may have been hit by an early defeat thanks to the Demon. Although we have to comment that was at least partly linked to the fact that he was jumped at the start of the match. Trish Stratus now getting back in to this fight. Just raked the eyes of Lita. Lita with the eye, counters the Irish whip and hits a clothesline. Oh, Trish Stratus, big strikes. It is often surprising just how powerful a strike from Trish Stratus can be, but it shouldn't be. If you actually see a lot of her modeling work before being a wrestler was as a fitness model, as a sports model. So she definitely has power. Another leg drop off the top by Lita. Oh, picks up Trish Stratus, takes her to the table, slams her onto it. And out of these two, Lita is certainly going to be the one most comfortable utilizing tables. And anything else in the environment. This is a dominant display by Lita. Stomp. Lita was initially part of ECW for a short time before coming into the WWF as it was with S.A. Rios. Was then very much linked in very quickly with the Hardy Boys. Of course, dating Matt Hardy both in the script and in real life. Oh my word, another big old twist of fate. Waiting for Trish Stratus to stand. She is looking to put this rivalry away. Big DDT. And now, surely, we are going to see this one end for good. Lita with the moonsault. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Lita gets the win. Lita will go on to Money in the Bank. Big win for Lita. Now it will be Lita and Bayley in the Money in the Bank. We get a 3.5-star match there. But let's ask the question, who is going to potentially join Lita? Well, let's find out that right now. So the next 2 votes that will be going up to see who will join these in the Money in the Bank matchups. Well, the next 3 women taking part, it will be the Powerhouse Group. So you will be voting who gets in to the match to try and qualify between Jade Cargill, who we saw earlier on today get a solid win, Nia Jax, or Bianca Belair. The top two that you pick will go through and face each other next week. Now remember, our next match, our main event, is between Bret the Hitman Hart and The Undertaker. The winner of that match will go on to join Triple H in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But two of these three men will have a chance to join them. It will be the Tribal Chief Group. The three options will be Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Yokozuna. You pick between those three. Two of them will go head-to-head next week here on Saberduel Wrestling. And then, boom, one of them will be added to our Money in the Bank ladder match. And yes, I will be doing a special Money in the Bank live stream the night of Money in the Bank. So that will be a special one for you guys to watch and join. But it's time to go on to our main event. It is time for Bret the Hitman Hart versus The Undertaker. This is a huge match. Absolutely huge. I was over the moon when I saw that these were the two that were picked. And I genuinely am undecided who to play as in this one. Yeah. I'm gonna... I think I will just hold down like this. And then whenever I stop, whichever name is the next one I would come to, that's who I'll play as. So it's going to be Bret. Okay. Bret the Hitman Hart. We will add Jim the Anvil Neidhart into his corner. And he will be going up against The Undertaker. And we're going to give him Paul Bearer. Okay, this is huge. Huge match. Two of WWF and WWE's most iconic wrestlers. Bret the Hitman Hart, of course, a tag team champion alongside this man, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He was also a two-time Intercontinental Champion, 2 or 3-time WWF Champion. Also, later on, won the US title in WWE, kind of. It was very much a shallow reign, but still. In WCW, was US Champion, World Champion, I think Tag Team Champion. And then, of course, The Undertaker. Well, we'll talk about his accolades soon. Bret the Hitman Hart, one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. His time in the Hart Foundation tag team alone would get him in the Hall of Fame. Main evented multiple WrestleManias. But then there is this man who could quite possibly be considered WWF's greatest, almost iconic wrestler ever. Ever. When you talk about an icon of WWE, you know, you have so many who have come and gone. You have so many who could be considered that, like Hulk Hogan. But he also went off to WCW. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin. But he did abandon WWE for a period. And had actually quite a short amount of time on the top. The Undertaker had more than a decade of destruction. Debuted in Survivor Series 1990. Was undefeated for a very long time, right up to winning the WWF title 1 year after his debut from Hulk Hogan. Went on to not only main event multiple WrestleManias, but develop a undefeated streak that became so sought after that challenging The Undertaker at WrestleMania to take away that streak became more important than challenging for the world title. The Undertaker has held the world title. He's held the WWE title. He's held the hardcore title. He's been multiple-time tag team champion. Right up to his last ever match, the Boneyard match at WrestleMania against AJ Styles during the COVID period. The Undertaker is here in one of his most demonic forms. That is what I am facing. That is what I am going up against as Bret Hart today. That is not looking fun. Oh, big right hand. Undertaker with a strike. Bret with a chop. Undertaker with a strike. Bret with a chop. And a strike. And a chop. And a strike. Oh, misses the chop. Another strike. Another strike. Bret Hart coming up short here. This time connects. Backing away from The Undertaker. The Undertaker not relenting. Bret Hart, neck breaker. And Bret Hart will need to do this. He will need to chop The Undertaker down. He will need to try and take him to the ground, because in a battle on their feet, he stands no chance. Kick to the back. Wise move by the Hitman, trying to target those legs. If he wants the sharpshooter, he needs to weaken those legs, because the idea that he can make The Undertaker submit is somewhere between far-fetched and Dream Street. If he doesn't injure those legs severely, we are closer and closer to Dream Street. Bret the Hitman Hart, Irish whip. Undertaker goes over the top. Hitman, stun gun, drops The Undertaker. Bret Hart leaps over the top. Absolutely on fire is the Hitman. And he needs to stay that way if he wants to put The Undertaker down. Oh, into the corner, into the turnbuckle there. Well, not the turnbuckle, the corner post itself. Oh, and again. Bret Hart making his way back into the ring now. The referees count. It is quite cool to see the Hart Foundation together. Maybe that's something we'll get to see more on this channel. Oh, Bret Hart going up to the second turnbuckle. Double axe handle. Oh, roll up here. Go for the quick roll up. Gets a one. It's a kick out. The Undertaker is not going to take that. Big right. Big right again. Oh, Undertaker with the grab. Razza says, hey mate, in the process of wrapping up at work. I appreciate that you took the time to come by then, mate. Thank you for being here. You are just in time to see a little bit. It says he'll be around for 5 minutes. That is cool. You were just here for a little bit of our main event between Bret the Hitman Hart and The Undertaker. The winner will make it into our Money in the Bank match. They will join Triple H in that match. Bret Hart comes running. Big right hand. Knocks The Undertaker to the outside. Whoa. Bret Hart now getting caught up with Paul Bearer. As The Undertaker comes up from behind here. Bret Hart paying too much attention to Paul Bearer. And The Undertaker takes advantage. Bret Hart kicks back. Goes after Paul Bearer now. Has him in the corner. Strike. Oh my word. Bret the Hitman Hart. Pile driver on Paul Bearer. And now it's the Anvil distracting the Undertaker. It's a crucifix roll-up on the Undertaker. 1. Oh, and a kick out. Oh, my word. What an upset that would have been. Razza says, did you announce the Gaming Lords team? Not yet. We will be doing that right after the main event. And don't worry if you don't see it. We will make sure that you are fully aware. Bret Hart with a suplex. Going to the top turnbuckle now is the Hitman. Looking, pointing to the sky. Maybe a little nod to Sabu, who passed away. Big elbow drop. Oh my word. The lights go out. What the hell is going on? Undertaker from behind. Slams Bret Hart down. What the heck happened there? The Undertaker using those demonic powers. And hello, Muppet features. Thank you for swinging by. It is good to see you. Undertaker up to his feet, and it's a chop. Main event time. Bret the Hitman Hart, the Undertaker, face to face with a chance to go into the Money in the Bank ladder match alongside Triple H. Big right hand. Big right hand again. Big discus clothesline. And the Undertaker, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Undertaker is reeling. Bret Hart. Oh my word. Catapults him across the second rope there. Muppet features cheering on the Undertaker. Bret the Hitman Hart going for the sharpshooter, locking in. I can't believe this. Are we going to see the Undertaker submit? Bret Hart trying to get this submission. Surely not. Surely the Undertaker will... No, he will not. And he kicks out. Big right hand to the face. Bret Hart rolling out of the ring. And again goes for Paul Bearer, looking to put him away, who keeps interfering in the match. Chokeslam. Undertaker chokeslams Bret Hart out cold on the outside. Absolutely devastating. Throws him into Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer got in the way there. Bret Hart. Now he gets his hands on Paul Bearer. Takes him down. These two on the outside. Oh, referee at the 7 count now. Referee, if this match goes to 10, we've got a draw. Well, this can't end on a draw. There is no way we can end this on a draw, because this is a Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier. So you guys are getting a restart. Oh my word, we are getting this match twice. Well, Razza says who won the match? It ended on a double countout, dude. So we've had to restart the damn match. In storyline, these two have been fighting all along, okay? Granted, they haven't, but Raz said you had to pause the stream. It went to a shocking double countout, but we need to crown a winner, so one of these guys is going to win. We are still going with this one, and whoever wins this, someone has to, because someone has to join Triple H in the ladder match, the Money in the Bank ladder match. Bret Hart had it won, in fairness, at one point. Paul Bearer kept getting involved. Bret Hart with a strike to the face. Undertaker pushing him back. Shot by the Hitman. Whoa. Hitman looks concerned. And I do not blame him. He's about to go to his second fight in a row against the Dead Man. And that is not someone anyone will want. Raz says, really hope you have an awesome stream. Thank you very much, dude. I hope you have a great night. Hope get home safe. And I hope work was kind to you. Big shot to the knee. Undertaker targeting Bret Hart. I can't believe the match went to a draw. But of course, we are going to make sure you get a win. In fact, just to make a point, all of the Money in the Bank matches, if they ever go to a draw, we will do an instant rematch to make sure you get a decisive victory. Ooh, gut-wrench suplex. Bret Hart targeting the dead man, taking him all the way up to the top. Oh, my boot to the face. I'm not sure trying to keep the Undertaker up is a good idea. We spoke at the start of the original match that Bret Hart's best chance would be to keep the Undertaker down, to take out the knees, take out the legs. Bret Hart with a big boot to throw the Undertaker back. And he's doing it again. He's picking him up. Again, not sure that's the best idea. Big clothesline. Undertaker down now. It's time to target though. Oh, crossbody. Rolls the Undertaker over. Boot to the back. This is more like it. This is a smarter move. And again, boot to the back. Now targeting the legs. He didn't get the submission win with the sharpshooter before. So he's going to have to do a lot of damage to get it this time. We've already had a restart to this match once. One way or another, we will get a winner. I do not care if I have to restart this match 6 times. I don't care if it's me winning or me losing. But one way or another, we will get a victor in this match. Bret Hart. Backbreaker to the big man. Bret Hart has nowhere near the power that The Undertaker does. However, his advantage is his technique. He knows how to use technique to nullify a power advantage, to be able to move around a wrestler the size of The Undertaker. But there are other people the size of The Undertaker, but there is no one else like The Undertaker. And it's a crucifix roll-up. 1, 2... Oh, only a 1 count. Shockingly, the Hitman leaps out. And not only did he take down The Undertaker, he also hit into the anvil. And now, pile driver on the outside. Oh my God, that's brutal. Takes The Undertaker. Oh, needs to get him back in. Well, he just takes himself back in instead. The Hitman hitting the pose. Will The Undertaker make it back into the ring? It's a 6 count. Are we going to get another count out? Paul Bearer distracting the Hitman again. Undertaker comes out from nowhere. Boot. Is he going to go for the last ride? The Hitman countering. Takes up The Undertaker, and now it's the sharpshooter and Paul Bearer looking concerned, as he should be. Counter, Undertaker, boots back the Hitman. Undertaker picking up, strike to the face, the Hitman in trouble. Undertaker comes off. Oh, counter. Roll up by Bret the Hitman Hart, has them all locked up. 1, 2. It's a 3 count, and with a roll-up, Bret the Hitman Hart has defeated the dead man. The Undertaker looks incensed, but Bret the Hitman Hart, alongside Jim the Anvil Neidhart, gets the win. It took 2 fights. It took multiple sharpshooters. It took brawls between the Anvil with Paul Bearer distraction. But in the end, Bret the Hitman Hart outsmarted the dead man, and the Hitman will join Triple H in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But we are not done just yet. There is still one more piece of business before we can wrap up this stream. And that piece of business is the ongoing little rivalry between the Gaming Lord 04 and Razza is Retro. So 2 weeks ago, Razza is Retro and the Gaming Lord 04 agreed that they would like to settle their friendly banter in a wrestling match. And what was decided was each of them were going to pick 4 wrestlers to represent them in a 4-on-4 match right here on Saberduel Wrestling. To make it fair, I am not controlling any of them. I will be a neutral spectator in a fight between their chosen wrestlers. Well, last week, Razza is Retro made his picks. He chose Roman Reigns, he chose The Rock, he chose X-Pac, and he chose Razor Ramon. Well, it is now time for me to tell you who the Gaming Lord 04 has chosen. Oh, Gaming Lord says, give me a second. Okay. Gaming Lord, do you want to come onto the channel? He's going to do it. The Gaming Lord 04 is going to join to announce. So I am going to send an invite to the Gaming Lord 04. Well, this is going to be a special treat. Hello, Gaming Lord.
Hey, buddy.
Gonna exit this screen so that it's nice and quiet.
All right.
Okay. Hello, Horizon, by the way. You're here just in time to hear from the Gaming Lord 04.
Literally, as soon as I arrived.
I know. Dude.
My top subscriber.
You are clearly in demand, dude. You are clear. Hey, I thought I was your top subscriber.
You're my partner on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I've been replaced.
Outside of you, I mean.
That's fair enough, man. I'm only playing. So, I have made sure people know the deal. That yourself and Razza is Retro are going to be hopefully settling, or at least just having a little bit of a friendly competition to your interactions. Last week we had, of course, Razza is Retro picking his wrestlers. He chose The Rock, he chose Roman Reigns, he chose Razor Ramon. There's a lot of R's involved here, by the way. I think he only knows 1 or 2 letters. And X-Pac. He knows R and X, apparently. And earlier today, I got your picks through. Horizon says, I've been in the stream for a little while, just haven't been in the chat. Oh, well, I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for that. But okay.
But only chooses to speak after I show.
Yeah, of course, dude. He's your number 1 subscriber. You know, that's cool. I get it.
I'm a little salty there, bud.
I know. It's okay. I'm not offended. Hardly Quinn says, I'm Sabers. He must be my number 1 subscriber. I'm sure the Gaming Lord knows how much that means. No offense, Hardly. Right. Okay. So, I want to hear, one by one, your picks to go up against The Rock, Roman Reigns, X-Pac, Razor Ramon. You give me your pick. I'll say what I think. Let's go. Who's your first number 1 draft?
Finn Balor.
Of course. I knew regardless. I always knew. And I'm guessing a very specific version of him as well. You like the demon look, don't you?
Love the demon.
So we'll make sure there's a demon look to your Finn Balor regardless. So we have Finn Balor. And I think to give people context, by the way, Finn Balor is, am I right, probably the wrestler or one of the main wrestlers that got you into wrestling, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, undeniably. Okay, so makes total sense. Finn Balor will be in there. Okay, who is next?
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Bray Wyatt, of course. And again, especially Bray Wyatt and especially to a degree the Fiend version, but I know Bray Wyatt in general. Another one of the wrestlers that you absolutely always loved. It'll be particularly interesting seeing those two as a teaming up, by the way. I know I actually mentioned this earlier in the stream, but at some point or another, probably when me and you were playing on a stream together, I want to see the Demon Finn Balor and the Fiend Bray Wyatt as a tag team. I think we have to have them. Yeah. Even if it's just once, even if it's not as a title run, although I think that would be cool, we have to see that at least once. Maybe those two versus like the Brothers of Destruction, or we just pick someone like Pretty Deadly and just have them just murderized. Yeah. Not that I'm sadistic or anything. Yes, okay, so there's your top two. Who else are you having?
Triple H.
Another awesome pick. And by the way, Triple H, long-standing rivalry with The Rock, so having Triple H and The Rock on there, an awesome choice. Triple H also very much one of the wrestlers, was always one of my all-time favorites. So you'll have the Gamer in your team. And who is your final pick?
The Undertaker.
Epic. Hang on. Which one of those is the 70?
Pretty sure Bray Wyatt is the 70, isn't it?
Is he? Oh, there's a lower version of him, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lower. I'm not on about the Fiend one.
That's fine. That's fine. I will check that out then. So, there we have it. So, just so people and if there is any problems with any of the characters, by the way, guys, that either picked, I will check them out. I will find a way to make it work. Don't worry. And yeah, that is what we will have. So we will have a 4-on-4 match, which will be The Rock, Roman Reigns, X-Pac, and Razor Ramon versus Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker, Triple H, and Finn Balor. There we go. And just And just so people know, by the way, I will not be controlling either side. I will pick a week when this is going to happen. I'll make it my main event, and I will not be controlling. I will just set the match up, and I will sit back and just watch it happen. I will be neutral. I will be Switzerland in this. I will not get involved. So it should be
a slight bias just because of family, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's also why I'm not going to be controlling anyone, because I don't want there to be any accusation of bias, nothing like that. You know. So yeah, that is the deal. By the way, I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, by the way, now, guys. Oh, yeah. So if you're only here for the wrestling, feel free to leave. But I am going to quickly comment on something. And I was addressing this before, but hashtag Battlefront 3 and hashtag Star Wars Battlefront 3, it has been going mental. So I am actually going to, over the next week or two, I am going to be doing quite a few just random Star Wars Battlefront 2 streams under the title hashtag Make Battlefront 3 or something along the lines of those. So I'm going to do a few of those streams. Gaming Lords, if you want to join me for any of those, you are very much welcome to. So just putting that out there.
Doing on those days.
No problem at all. I will let you know. And of course, if you are doing your own stream, that is fine. But I will encourage literally everyone, anyone who hears this, by the way, if you see any of my videos, any at all, or any streams, any of my shorts, literally just put hashtag Battlefront 3 and hashtag Star Wars Battlefront 3 in the comments to everything. Because we want to literally force someone to make this game. I don't even care if it's EA. I know EA have lost exclusivity rights, so they might not even be the ones that make it. It might have a slightly different name, like The Battlefront or something like that. I don't care. Just make it. And at some point... The Battlefront 3. Or Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars, the front of battle. We have Battlefront 3 at home. Oh, it's from Temu. No. And at some point, I am going to do an absolute marathon stream on it and just hammer it home, hammering the hashtags. Everyone that comes into the stream just hashtagging it. What's that?
Do that on a Wednesday.
Yes. Double XP. That is a good call. Well, we will throw that out there maybe for next Wednesday. And if you want to join me for that, you are welcome to. Obviously, though, if you've got your own streams, I know they come first.
I'm working next Wednesday.
We can do it later. We can do it later if you want.
Okay.
Just let me know. 9:30. Yep, okay. What I could always do is I could already be doing it, and then you just join whenever you get home.
Yeah.
Whatever works. Whatever works. Anyway, guys, so we now know who is going to be in the Saberduel Wrestling Money in the Bank matches so far. For the women, we have got Bailey and Lita. For the men, we've got Bret the Hitman Hart. And one of the Gaming Lord 04's picks, Triple H. So on that note, Gaming Lord, you've only swooped in at the end here, but do you want to give your channel a shout out or anything before we go?
I feel like I've already stolen the glory a little bit too much.
It's okay,
here, so
dude. You're okay. It's all good.
Sure?
Yeah, it's okay. Go on, man.
For the little time that I was here, to anyone who's new to Saber's channel, hi, I'm the Gaming Lord 04. I'm Saber's nephew. So, if you're interested in anything that has anything that is remotely related to, like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Doom, we got Destiny, I'm working on getting Helldivers back, we got Marvel Rivals as well. Like, if you're interested in any of those, come subscribe to me. That's about it. If you're interested in Saber, he is also there on Tuesdays for either Battlefront or Destiny 2 at this point, because we finished the Destiny 2 story. So
yeah. I mean, I'd like to think they're interested in me on my channel. But like, no, actually, this is a pity subscribe. So just
oh no, I hate his guts. I just watched to see him miserable.
I literally only come here because I hate him, and it's funny to just watch him embarrass himself on YouTube. But no, it is very true. I am over on the Gaming Lord's channel, and the Gaming Lord is very often over on mine. So as I've said numerous times, if you like either of our channels, make sure to subscribe to both of them, because you get to see both of us on either one. We have multiple Battlefront 3 hashtags from Hardly Quinn and Horizon, and Hardly Quinn also says, "We love you, Gaming Lord." So, so sweet. Okay, guys, well, time for me to do my outro and thank yous. Thank you to Hardly Quinn. Thank you to Muller Arcade Fights. Thank you to Muppet Features. Thank you to Raza is Retro, and of course, thank you to Horizon. And final thank you has to go to the Gaming Lord 04 for not just a little comment, but
2 minutes.
for swooping in to take all the glory. No, I appreciate.
I came into my room after socializing with the family for a bit. I'm like, oh, Saber.
Oh, Saber.
You wanted me to do a thing.
It's okay, and it wasn't going to be a problem if you weren't allowed to. So, but it's awesome that you were able to join at the end. And I was actually saying to
perfectly timed.
I know, it was perfect, man. Honestly, I did actually say to Raspberry's Retro, by the way, now you've got your picks, I am actually going to try and make like a sort of a montage of like the wrestlers you picked and like a little bit of like build up and stuff and make it all cool. And I'll send it to both of you. So if you want to post it on your channels and stuff, you're welcome to. Other than that, thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone who watches. Thank you to everyone who's put a like on. And of course, one more time, thank you to the Gaming Lord 04 for being here. Until next time, take care, have a great night, have a great weekend, and if you don't mind, take the high ground.
See you later.